Your son want to say something on the podcast? Because my kids recorded intros, so it's just, hi, welcome to the Man Myth podcast. Does he want to record that?
You want to say something? Now, my oldest, I don't know if you know that, but my oldest is blind.
I did know that. Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, he's blind. So he just loves listening. So obviously you guys doing podcasts and having some for him to listen to, he's really pumped up about it.
All right, yeah. Does he want to do it or no?
Do it? Yes. Yes, you're hyper? All right, here, you can stand up. Mom's closet. 12-year-old. Look at this. This is my 12-year-old. Back up a little bit. Right there. Look at my 12-year-old. Look at Jay. Say hi.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
How are you?
So, can you do that for me? I'm gonna count down from 3, and then I just want you to say, "Hi, welcome to the Man Myth podcast."
All right.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, welcome to the Man Myth podcast.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, bud. That's going to be the start of the episode now.
He loves music, so all he does is do his own beats and everything. And he's got a DJ name. You want to tell him your DJ name?
Electro Funk.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I'll keep an eye out for that on Spotify.
Yeah, I have a digital Yamaha piano in the living room. So anytime I get bored, I just play that.
That's not a bad thing. You know what my kids do when they get bored?
What?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
They need to go find something to do.
Listen, I'll FaceTime. I'll call you sometime, and you can tell them that they need to do something because they don't listen to me. I've been telling them that for as long as they've been alive.
Get off their asses and go to work.
Love it, love it, love it.
Thanks, Jay, for the motivation.
Oh, one of my best friends is coming over tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I was confused, but I was like, who's your best friend? Who's coming over? And then it took me a second to remind myself.
You forgot that Andrew was coming over?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how dare you?
Mom, how could you?
You having a seat?
How could you do that?
I can't even do this anymore.
He's over it. He's like, I'm just here to listen. What the hell's going on?
I swear, being a mom to boys, it's just like I got to keep them alive every day. That's my goal. It's just the crazy things that they do, the hang from. They're fearless, all of them.
Girls are no better.
Blind, and he started wanting to ice skate when he was 4 years old.
Sure did.
I mean, there's worse things.
He's always pumped up about everything.
I got my orange soda. I'm ready.
He got some personalities. I'm glad the other two are sleeping. Those are that wild too.
It's gonna be fun editing this one. I'm gonna be cracking up the whole time. Love it.
Oh, listen. So I have my first one, Javen. He was born on 11/11. My second was born on 6/6, and then my last one was born on 10/10. And had all boys. Isn't that some odds?
That I don't know what the odds of that are. I'm sure we could find out.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I stopped at 3. My grandma had 27.
What?
My grandma. You guys are both speechless. My grandma had 27 kids with the same man.
Where'd they find the time?
Back in the day, my dad.
I guess that's all they had to do.
Have technology now, like they didn't have none of this. They kept themselves busy.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, it sounds exhausting.
Well, when you get to like 12, they start raising each other.
Yeah, by the time, they have your own football team. They start working for you. You guys don't have to go to work no more. That's why they got the spare time.
Football
they didn't have to go to work no more.
You have a small factory.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It is. So, Alyssa, just a little bit. I don't know if you've listened to the podcast much, but it's just going to be us talking. So if you have something to say, just start talking. We'll let you go. It's not going to. We're not real structured where it's him, me, you, or anything. Just start talking.
That's cool because I like chit chat, so that's nice. I was happy because I got chit chat to people today.
It's perfect.
I don't get to really chit chat besides my kids, and talking baby talk all day is not fun at all. So
chime in whenever.
Talking adult conversations is pretty nice sometimes.
Chime in whenever you want.
Yeah.
It'll be a welcome
All right,
distraction.
so we're gonna get started. Right. Yeah. Especially when we put it up on YouTube, everyone's going to be like, "What? There was two guys in the picture? What happened?" I don't think so.
I mean, I can casually just like changed into Dorothy for you. Just start randomly doing my hair. Just casually talk. Just change into Dorothy as we go along. Start and then I'll get you guys more
this
views.
baby up.
That would do it for sure.
What did they do? What's she changing into?
Turn that
I feel like
up. I
that would
don't know
be
what
a
they're
challenge.
saying.
You guys would just have a different theme. Here you go. We're going with this. Dress up
Right.
and surprise us.
Listen, but I know exactly how many outfits I know you have a ton of outfits because you.
Yeah, what's
used
crazy?
to
This is
post
just
them
my
all.
like clothing, just that I wear. I have an extra room full of just the Halloween costumes. Just something to do to cheer my kids up occasionally.
Yeah, well, you got to do it, especially with when the pandemic happened. It was so like everything shut down. The kids were crazy.
I had to find myself. I found a lot of me's.
That's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. All right, everybody. I say everybody, it's just us. But today we're going to be talking with Alyssa. She's a friend of mine from TikTok. It's been a couple years now. We've been following each other. She has way more followers than I do, but she's cuter than me, so that's what happens. All right, Dad. Actually, all right, Alyssa, introduce yourself. Tell them why you wanted to come on here and hang out with these two goofballs.
I wanted to. Well, hi, my name is Alyssa. On TikTok, it's ass backwards Alyssa. If you catch the joke, then you would understand why to follow me. I wanted to chit chat with you because you guys sound really cool. Nice and calm. I like the conversations you guys have. You guys are pretty mellow. Really excited. I'm ready to just talk to adults too. My kids drive me nuts.
This may not be the right podcast then.
Yeah, I don't know if she's. I don't know what podcast she was listening to.
I got a lot to say. I got to know about kids, but I got a lot to say. It's okay.
Oh, that's good.
I'm ready for anything.
I was going to say, because neither of us are really grown up, so it doesn't sound like you have grown up too much. That's good. So the theme today, and excuse me, Alyssa thought about dressing up as Dorothy because we're talking about the Wizard of Oz, and how that came to me was seeing people go through life searching for something that they already have. And I think that for me, the basis of that story when I first watched it years and years ago, not actually with I didn't see the premiere, but it was earlier on. But it was funny because they go their whole movie, and I mean, the Scarecrow already has the brain, the Tin Man already has the heart, the Lion already has the courage. And so that's as I work with people, and I find that a lot of my work with them is reinforcing that they do have the gifts already. And I think that's just like there's a beat down in the world from when you're young to all the way up. That as you go through society, it just like it hides that or shadows that gifts that people have. And that's why I wanted to talk about this tonight and just kind of throw some things around about what kind of gifts we have. We already have them, and how to uncover them if that needs to be, because it'll be another thing in our toolbox, let's say.
It's really good because you know what? Like through life, just looking at me, you would think that I wouldn't know like anything about cars, but I went to school and learned about auto body, and I went and learned about different skills through life. And I feel like, or at certain times, those like different things are pulled out of me. Like, all right, so if we're stopped on the side of this road, and nobody in the car knows how to fix something. That's my like special skills. Be like, oh, I know how to do something.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of jobs that I've went through, learning those different experiences. I've had several different jobs to have like different experiences. Listen, you guys gotta. I have ADHD. My mind just went from one thing and it just bounced off our subject. I looked up and my conversation in my head was gone.
That's okay. She fits right.
I
She
feel
fits
so
right
silly
in,
right now.
actually.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, yeah, it's about 3/4 of the time. It's not talking about what we get about 15 minutes of talking about what's actually supposed to be talked about. The rest of it's just us on tangents. It's good. This
Yeah, I need
means
to
you fit
smoke.
right in.
I just need to smoke to freaking focus. Okay. I don't know where I'm gonna restart. We're gonna have to restart another conversation. The conversation went like a butterfly because I looked up 2 seconds and it was gone. I thought butterflies and something else, and that moment
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
So the thing that I got from you kind of looked at it from like the Scarecrow, Lion, and the Tin Man. I looked at it from Dorothy's end because what did she want to do at the beginning of the movie? All she wanted to do was be away from home.
Mhm.
And she went away from home and realized, well, this is some bullshit. I don't need this anymore. I want to go back home. And it kind of shows the grass is, you always think the grass is greener on the other side until you get to the other side. Then you're like, oh no, this is not what I wanted at all. And I think we just need to appreciate what we have, and instead of always looking for something different. Because I don't want to say better, because it's not usually better. It's usually just different. We get bored with whatever we have going on in our life, whether it's this, that, or the other thing. But that doesn't mean you need to abandon what you have for something else, because it doesn't mean that it's going to be better. It just means it's going to be different. And you could be more miserable when you try to go do the other thing.
Mhm.
But also sometimes that is what you need. Like, she needed to go away from home to find out how much she appreciated her home.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't cut ties to going back to what you were doing before.
That was really well said.
It happens once an episode, so that's it. I'm done for the day. Bye.
Turn
That
up.
was really well said.
It's a
That
mic
was
drop
really,
right
look.
there.
I got head shakes over here from the closet. You got 2 kids over here shaking their heads. That was great. They both enjoyed that one.
I'm glad I got 2 fans. That's all I
Yeah,
need. I got
they
2 fans.
they
Jay's,
approve. Jay and Addie, they approve.
I kind of want to be on the podcast.
They can hear you.
I want to have
well,
my episode. That would be so cool.
there you go. You're on it, bud.
You want to chit chat? You can chit chat. You can chime in.
Okay,
Or you just listen to the conversations.
kinda.
Have we watched The Wizard of Oz together, or have you
No.
watched it?
Nope.
Oh, he don't even know.
What in the world?
I watched it for like 5 times.
All right, I'm about to go put these 2 out there, and they're about to watch The Wizard of Oz now.
I already watched it.
Go put them on.
That's so bad.
Yeah, and the funny thing was when she
I'm
came
sad.
back.
I feel like I failed.
You feel what?
I said I feel like I failed my kids. They never got to watch The Wizard of Oz, and I dress up as a character. No wonder why they give me strange looks now. Makes sense. They don't understand it.
What Pokemon is that?
Yeah, what's Mom doing today? Everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I know who the characters are. I've never seen the movie though.
Well, I know you've never seen the movie.
Well, that's fucked up. That's fucked up, Alyssa.
I mean, we make those jokes all the time. He understands it. He says
That's
it all the
I'm gonna.
I swear to God, that's something my dad would say. If I was blind, that's exactly the kind of thing he would have said to me. Exactly.
Oh, that was an asshole joke. I did not like that one.
These digressions are cracking me up. I can't even deal with this right now.
You okay?
Yes, I was fine the first time. I just thought it was rude.
Just thought it was rude. Is that what he said?
He said he thought it was just rude.
I'm okay.
It's
just
cool
rude.
to know. I'm sorry.
How long is the podcast? Because when you're done, I want to take over.
You want me to get off and you can sit here and chit chat?
No, I want you to have your time, and whenever you feel done, I'll talk to these two till 2 a.m. in the morning.
So I think I'm getting kicked off. He wants to chit chat with you.
You can just
Dustin.
talk.
No,
You
I
can
want
just
you
talk
to
to the
have your
mic.
time, but whenever you feel like you want to get off, then I'll get on.
Okay.
We
Right.
usually only do about 45 minutes, bud.
Oh, I was gonna go for 5 hours.
Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning.
So do I. I need to meet up with my best friend.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He's coming over tomorrow.
Andrew.
Andrew's coming over. You better come over. I'll let you guys if you don't show up. We're gonna be one step tomorrow.
No, I told her what I was gonna do. I was gonna sit on my chair right at my piano, which is right by the front door. And whenever he knocks on the door, I'm gonna run up like, I won the lottery. Give me my money. And then I'm gonna open the door, and he's just gonna be mine all day for 2 hours.
All day for 2 hours.
Dad, I
All day
think we're
for
on a
2
real
hours.
podcast now. I think this is just, I don't know what's going on anymore.
This is life.
All
Okay,
We have a
Dad.
school podcast.
right, no more.
Aw.
He's so sad.
He's
I was
like,
gonna
"Oh."
tell him about the school podcast. The OSSB one.
Yeah, how about you wait for your turn?
I think you need to change
Okay.
his Dorothy.
When do they do it?
You
'Cause
two
I
are
wanna-
cracking me up.
Wait,
This
wait.
one's telling me to dress as Dorothy, and this one just wants to keep chit chatting. I don't know what to do right now. I'm so
How many
sorry.
days?
I want you to change to Dorothy.
How many days do they do the podcast? Because I want to be on it and have 45 minutes.
They do Thursdays at 8.
Okay, well I guess next Thursday is my day. Hopefully,
We'll get you on here one day, bud. I promise.
it has to be before like July 24th because that's when I'm going back.
He goes back to Ohio then.
Okay, I'll do my best, okay?
Okay,
All right.
don't forget about me, please.
All right, now
I don't think I ever could, bud. I don't think that's possible.
no more chit chat now.
All right, now shut
Hush.
up and listen.
Yep, hush. Hush. Oh man, what am I gonna do with you guys?
You got him dying right there.
Mm-hmm.
Dude in the middle.
Are you two good?
Mhm.
Okay.
Dad, go.
So the funny thing at the end of the movie where she comes back and she wakes up, like, and she sees the three people that were the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion. They had those qualities in real life, in her life, like you said. You know, and that's what I tell people as I'm working with them too. Is if the grass is green on the other side, take better care of your grass. Right. Spend more time. And I think that's what, like you were talking about, we just sometimes the other thing is the shiny penny until we find out it's just a shiny penny, right? And but the depth of this is it was a whole political story. And it was kind of crazy at that time. And it really just talked about the gold standard, and you can read that on your own. But it was the thing that I always looked at was, and when I was working with this lady, and she's talking about how she works with, with children, and she has this passion, but she doesn't know how to work with it. And what happened was when she was real young, she was very musical. And she had this talent, and she still does. But over time, little tidbits of people saying things to her shut her down. And her passion was actually not just helping kids, but it was also her being a child again and working back into her music. So that's what really brought me into this. I said it's a lot like, where they're searching this whole this Oz place for something that's already inside of them, and they just have to have somebody tell them it's there, dude. Right?
No, listen, I heard 3 different things happening at that moment. I heard something in there, something out there, and then the kids. So I had 3 different things to try to listen for on who was going to go for it. These kids are crazy.
But you're okay, right?
So
Yeah.
next time we have Alyssa on, we're going to get her some headphones
Yeah.
and some blinders.
Listen, I thought the closet, but I guess, obviously it's not that safe. I swear, that's why I thought the closet was good, but they snuck in.
I think your
They just
secret's
crawled
out.
on in. Mm-hmm. At least they don't find my snacks yet, though. We're good on that.
That sounded like a challenge
My
to me.
snacks.
That's all they're going to do all summer is
Challenge
try to find
accepted.
her snacks.
Mm-hmm. They're not gonna find it.
Papa used to try to hide his snacks from me.
You said, did you find them?
He hid a bag of chips under his pillow once, so you can figure out how exactly good at hiding he was.
Not the best.
Not at all.
I usually have like 3 different hiding spots. I have one just in case one finds it, one just in case the other one finds it, and then I have the third that no one will find.
I just gave up on hiding stuff. The kids just eat what they want.
No, they have snacks. They just don't have mine.
I've actually gotten to enough talent that I can actually hide things that I can't find. So
Every time I say, "Oh, this will be safe. I won't forget it here," it's the one I'm not going to remember
Right.
where it is.
Let me just set this down where I'll find it later. And you never can find it.
Happens every time.
Yeah.
So what
My dad
talent?
was reading me this whole thing about.
Oh.
He was reading me the whole thing about the the person who wrote The Wizard of Oz and what his message through The Wizard of Oz was and everything. It's pretty crazy how, I mean, really, if you just look at the face of it, it's just a little girl that wanted to go somewhere. She went to the most magical place possible and still wanted to go home afterwards. It's not like a very deep thing, but when you read about what he was writing about, it's a totally different animal, and it's just so much deeper than actually what the movie is. It's just a crazy kind of thing to wrap your head around.
Mm-hmm. Completely.
But it's really, conceptualization of any movie or any story, like The Matrix. How many rabbit holes can you go down in that?
Well,
Right.
About all of them. I think that movie invented rabbit holes. No, I know that was Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, and that's another one. The stories that are all behind all of these. I mean, it's almost like they try to give us life lessons, and we just think, oh, that's a cute movie. And there's just all these teachings. Like, what was the thing that you really enjoyed when you were younger, Alyssa? I mean, was there something that you were passionate about?
I always liked working on my car with my dad. My dad always made sure that I got out there to do stuff with him. So just creating the memories of my dad and actually learning how to do stuff that girls aren't usually taught on what to do. That was pretty much what's happening? Never again, you two. Never again. My 12-year-old is trying to put on these skates, and these are for a 4-year-old. You guys, all right, out. You guys gotta get out. You guys
See
gotta
you-
get out. You guys
see
gotta
you.
get out.